Welcome back YouTube. We have Ahmed again from In-Depth Tech Reviews, and in today's video I'm going to give you an early look at Android 12 on-device system-wide search. This is one of the features that stock Android users have been waiting for a very long time, and finally Google decided to include in Android 12. The feature is not officially released yet, but thanks to the developer Kdragon for creating a Magisk module that can allow you to activate the feature on your rooted Pixel device running Android 12 Beta 4. So if you want to purchase the module and try it yourself, I'm going to leave Kdragon's Twitter and the Patreon pages in the description below. So without further ado, let's jump in. First of all, the new system-wide search is not accessible from the search widget on your home screen. However, this one will take you to the normal search we currently have, but if you want to access the new one, you need to go to your app drawer. I'm not sure if this is how it should work in the future or things will change with the final release. The second difference you will see is in the wording used. Here it says search your phone and more with a bigger font, but if we're gonna go to the original one, it says search apps, web and more. So let's go back to the new one. First, you have this more button that will give you two options. The first one is called always show keyboard. When you activate this option, every time you swipe up to access your app drawer, the keyboard will automatically show up so you can start your search immediately, which is similar to Spotlight search on iOS devices. Or you can tap the three dots again and choose always hide keyboard, and in this case you have to tap the search bar yourself. The second option we have is called preferences, and from here you can choose what type of information to show up in your search. The first one is called shortcuts, and that's for apps and people. The second one is called people, which is for contacts, conversations and more. You have settings and pixel tips. But XDA developers showed another one called experiments, which include even more options, but I couldn't find it in this one. So let's try one of the searches to see how it works. I will start by searching for a contact, and the first thing I'm getting is a WhatsApp conversation. Tapping on it will take you to this conversation in the app, which is nice. You can also do the same for Google Messages. On top of this, you will get two extra shortcuts, one to make a phone call and one to jump to the contact in the Contacts app. In addition to a generic search on Google chip that you can use if you couldn't find what you are looking for. Now let's go a little bit in depth. This time I will only search for one letter to show you some important behaviors, let's say the letter C. In this case, I'm getting 5 different apps listed under this letter, but under my app drawer, I have 6 different apps. They are the calculator, calendar, camera, Chrome, clock, and contacts. If we're gonna take a look again, you will see the clock app is missing, and that means that every time you do a search, you will get a maximum number of 5 apps in the top row. The second thing you will notice is the highlight around Google Chrome. So if you decided not to type anything extra and then hit the enter key, it will open Google Chrome right away. And in most cases, the full name of the highlighted app will show in the search box, so you can expect which app will be opened when you hit the enter key. And I also found the apps that will show in your search results will be reordered based on your usage. Behind the camera, I kept opening the Contacts app instead of Google Chrome, and now the Contacts app is the first one in the list, and this is the one that will open when I hit the enter key. Now let's dismiss the keyboard to see what else we have here. As you see, the clock app that was missing from the top row is now showing in the list, in addition to one of its shortcuts to create a new timer. In this case, you can open the app itself, or you can jump right away to the timer page. Similarly, all apps will show the relevant shortcuts to your search query like Google Docs and the phone app. And as you see here, now the clock app is one of the top row apps because I opened it twice and it's no longer included in the list. But if I started to make my search more specific by typing the letter L, now I'm getting all the shortcuts related to the clock app. And this example will show us the ability to search settings and pixel tips as well. Let me show you another example. I will search for the word volume, and now I'm getting all the sliders under settings with the ability to change the volume from here, which is a nice touch. And that's also the case for the toggles. So let's search for the word Wi-Fi, for example, and here I can turn it on or off. You will also notice the same automatic suggestion we saw in apps applies here to settings, and the Wi-Fi hotspot page is highlighted, but every time I tap the enter key, nothing happens. As you see here, it's broken, and sometimes I get this error message. You can also use the search to access your Google Assistant routines and settings. So I will search for the word routines, and I'm getting the most recent 3 I have. When you tap on any of them, it will start the routine immediately. Or you can use it to locate your Google Assistant settings like voice match, for example. You can also locate your work and home addresses in Google Maps, and when you tap on it, it will start navigation right away. You can use it to locate your Gmail mailboxes, and when you tap on it, it will take you to the inbox. One more thing worth mentioning, when you start scrolling, the top area will match the search bar color. So far it works really well, but it's missing a lot of features that I'm expecting to come with the future builds of Android 12, like the ability to search your photos, notes, Chrome bookmarks, screenshots, and more. And as per XDA developers, these features are expected to come in the future builds of Android 12, so let's wait and see. So that's pretty much it for today. Those are all the new changes I wanted to show you in the system-wide search of Android 12. Please let me know in the comments what do you think. So I hope you like my video, and if you do, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching.